Hello, everybody. My name is Kari. I live in Jamaica, in Kingston. And today I'm going to tell you my story why I decided to move to Jamaica from Russia. Okay, first I want to start from the thing. Jesus. I'm so nervous. Okay, this is my biggest fear to start making long YouTube videos where I'm just sitting and talking like that because I don't feel confident enough to speak English like that. When I speak in real life with people, they all tell me, yo, your English is good, you have to start making videos. But I don't know why, but I just feel so nervous. I think what I speak so bad. I have a, I have so bad accent, and sometimes I don't say things right, but I'm still gonna try, okay? Um, let's just start. My name is Kari. I was born in Ukraine and grew up in Russia. My mother is Ukrainian, my father is Russian. And today, in this reality, these days, I just have to say these things because when I tell people I'm from Russia, sometimes here in Jamaica, I feel this, they're like, oh, well, when I tell people I'm half of Ukrainian, half of Russian, people just somehow feel more relaxed. Well, but most of my life I live in Russia, in small city near Moscow, and my parents still live there. And for the last 8 years before I moved to Jamaica, I live in Moscow for 8 years. My story with Jamaica starts from 2013. In 2013, I started dancing dancehall. I already was dancing hip hop and like different street dances like hip hop dance, house dance, and I tried different dances like popping, locking, and all these styles. I was dancing hip hop for 5 years, and I thought what I'm gonna dance hip hop till the rest of my life, till I die. But hip hop started change, and I didn't like these changes. I'm more like this old school vibe, this running man and crisscross, and that time was really hard in my life because I was kind of lost. I didn't want to dance hip hop no more, but I didn't know what I want to dance. Well, that moment I met dancehall. Long story short, I just met a guy who was dancing dancehall that time in Russia. He was half of Russian, half of African. His father was African, but he grew up in Russia. He speak Russian language, but he was like brown guy. And I fell in love with him, and he was dancing dancehall. And to be honest, I hated dancehall because every time I saw some dancehall and dancehall moves, dancehall classes, I couldn't understand anything. And for me, this dance look somehow strange. Well, I never really was fan of dancehall when I met it. I never studied, but I never was fan of dancehall. But when I fell in love with this guy, when you fall in love with someone, you want to know what they're doing and what they're passionate about. And I wanted to know why this guy liked dancehall so much. And I started studying dancehall. I tried to find as much videos as I could. I couldn't understand anything. Well, my dancehall journey started like that. In 2013, in summertime, about June, May or June. In August 2013, I went to my first dance hall camp. What is that dance hall camp? Before, when I was dancing hip hop, I always was going to um, dance camp. Dance camp is like when you go to some place, you live there, you eat there, and you dance 24/7. At nighttime, you go into some parties, and people who make these dance camps, They bring best teachers, best dancers, and you literally studying from the best people. Well, in 2013, I went to my first dance hall camp. That moment, I didn't know anything about Jamaica. I just knew what Jamaica is somewhere so far from Russia. People smoke weed there, and I know about Bob Marley. That's it. Um, seven about 5 or 7 days we were dancing without stop 24/7. Some Jamaican dancers was teaching there in this camp, and that moment I realized I really like that dance style. Well, this video about Jamaica, I'm not gonna tell you a lot about my dancehall journey because it's another big topic, but I'll try to tell you more about Jamaica. After this camp, I decided what I need. I actually put myself goal. I say, okay, I want to go to Jamaica at least once in my life. I'm this kind of person. When I'm doing something, when I'm studying something, when I'm passionate about something, I want to know everything. When I was dancing hip hop, I wanted to go to USA to dance with people in USA where all these dance styles was created. I'm like that. And from 2013, I set myself a goal that I want to go to Jamaica at least once, just to see how people live here, just to see how people dance here, just to see why, like, because every time I just want to understand about things what I'm doing more deeply, And in 2016, in 3 years after that, I actually bought my tickets, and it was my first time in Jamaica, 2016. I didn't speak English at all. I didn't really have money. I decided to go to Jamaica 1 month before trip because it was some dance competition, and someone told me like, oh, this girl who going to Jamaica next month. And I was like, Jesus, this is my dream to go to Jamaica. And I asked her about tickets and all these things, and my parents helped me to buy tickets. And I didn't really have a lot of money. Well, I didn't really travel like, tourists, they come to Jamaica and they go here and there on this river, this I don't know, horse riding, this beach here and there. No, I came to Kingston. Well, we flew in Montego Bay, and we spent 1 day in Montego Bay, Doctor's Cave Beach. It was so beautiful, so nice. And the first thing what I thought was really cool about Jamaica is what dance hall plays everywhere. You have to understand, right now, me, same Kari, from 2025, I don't really listen dance hall anymore. But back then, in 2016, I was a fan of dance hall. I was a fan, like, it was a big journey. And I was so shocked, but I love dance hall so much. And here, dance hall plays everywhere. I literally come back to Russia after this trip, and I was telling people, like, yo, dance hall plays everywhere. You take taxi and dance hall plays in taxi. You just drive somewhere and you hear dance hall everywhere. For me, it was like a paradise, because I was so passionate about dance hall. Well, here's the thing, you have to understand what is going on in dance hall sphere in Jamaica. A lot of girls, a lot of foreigner girls, it's how people think in Jamaica. A lot of foreigner girls come here just to get a Jamaican guy, right? It might be true, it might be not true. I'm not gonna speak about that. But my truth was that I came here for the dance hall. And until 2019, I never had anything with any Jamaican guy. Okay? You have to understand this. Because I know these people watching and they send in these comments, yo, you came here in Jamaica for Jamaican hood or some things like that. Okay, let's just stop here. We came in 2016, I think, for just 2.5 weeks. A lot of bad events happened that time. Right. By the way, right now I'm working on making these stories in Instagram to put them in highlight. You know, highlight is the little thing on the bottom of your right under your bio in Instagram where you can see this story, you can save story. Right now I'm actually writing down all the story, how I came to Jamaica, how I decided to move here, and more structure. You can read it over there. I'm gonna leave you the link under this video in description. But right now I'm gonna just tell you what I remember. Well, my first trip to Jamaica was really bad. Like, the first time someone shoot near me, when dancers, dance crew invited us foreigner girls to go to Spanish Town at the cool party. You have to understand, we didn't know anything about Jamaica. We didn't know what does it mean Spanish Town. We didn't know nothing. And no one tell us like, girls, you crazy, don't go to Spanish Town. You know, Spanish Town is not that really safe place. I was standing outside because it was some plaza, like 3 floors plaza, and party was really bored. And this guy, he wanted to go inside. He was with two female women with two women, and they were arguing with security. I didn't even speak English. I couldn't understand what they're talking about, but I could hear their arguing. And we were standing here, and this guy was here, and he was so mad at security. And when he was passing us like 1 meter from me, he just take the gun, shoot 2 times in the sky. I don't know if he actually had bullets or not, but he shot. I was so scared. Like, the Jamaican girl, she was with us that moment. We were standing all together, and girls were talking, and I was just standing there and pretending what I understand. And she just grabbed us, and we just ran away downstairs. We like ran behind this building, and she was standing and looking if everything is okay. I was shocked. 2 days before our flight back to Russia, back to Europe actually, um, we wanted to walk to our house because it was literally like 15 minutes away by foot, and we decided to walk. And it was 5 girls, and we thought like, what's gonna happen? You know, it's like 5 girls, what's gonna happen with us? And 4 guys on bicycles literally attack us and wanted to grab our bags. But I just got my new iPhone, and I had a lot of content over there. That time I already was doing my blog on Russian language, and I couldn't lose it, you know, and it was my passport there. And I didn't care about passport, but it was my brand new iPhone. I just bought it in credit. I had to pay money for that after I already bought it. And we were fighting. We were fighting with these people, and they never stole anything, but it was so scary. Like, this situation was so scary. Of course, I had some situation with Jamaican dancers who was trying to, like, to flirt with me, to kiss me, to tell me like, "Oh, you look so beautiful." And every time after I say no, they ignore me. They pretend like they don't know me. But guys, this is another story. I have so much things I want to tell you about dancehall community, but not today. Okay? And in 2016, we finished our trip. We came back to Russia, and for 2 more years I didn't go to Jamaica. I wanted to go, but I couldn't because I didn't speak English. When I asked dancers in Russia, like, "Hey guys, you want to go to Jamaica?" That time it wasn't that popular how right now. And everyone look at me and they like, "Kari, we don't want to go to Jamaica. We are okay." And I was like, "Guys, you crazy. We have to go to Jamaica. Jamaica is super cool. Like, you have..." Like every dancehall dancers literally have to come to Jamaica. I was walking and telling people this. Everyone in Russia look at me like, okay, bye. But I was like, okay, because I couldn't go alone. I still didn't speak English and I was so afraid to go alone after all these situations what happened with me. I was like, okay, let me just grow my own students and tell them about Jamaica, and maybe some of them one day decide to go to Jamaica with me. Well, I spent 2 years to grow my own students. And after that, we go to Jamaica together. First, it was my best friend who was my student, and we started going to Jamaica with her together. Like, not just two of us, but different people too, but we were always together. And next time I go to Jamaica in 2018, and I think it was, yeah, it was 2018, winter time, like January, or yeah, I think January. Four times after that, from 2018, we go to Jamaica every 6 months. It was actually crazy. We go to Jamaica, to Kingston. We never travel, we never were like this type of people who is coming here and going here, this river, this place. We were just spending all our money on dancehall classes and food, Airbnb, because everything is more expensive here than in Russia. Like it's crazy expensive. Like when you come to Jamaica from Russia, it's actually crazy expensive. People who go to Jamaica from Russia, they spend crazy money because it's so expensive, and because you have to understand what in Russia, salaries is not that good like in USA. People who go to Jamaica from USA, for them maybe it's cheaper because they have higher prices, they have higher salary, and in Russia it's not like that. Jamaica compared to Russia, so much expensive. Well, we go to Jamaica, 6 months. We were working like crazy, save money, and in 6 months we come back to Jamaica. After that, we work again for 6 months, go to Jamaica again. After that, we work for 6 months and go to Jamaica again. Into like we go to Jamaica twice a year, in winter time and summertime. In 2019, summertime, we decided to come to Jamaica first time for 3 months because Russian visa still allows you to be in Jamaica without um, visa, not Russian visa, but when you go to Jamaica, they allow you to stay here for 90 days. Well, we come here for 90 days because we just wanted to experience more. And that moment, I was so successful dancehall dancer and teacher in Russia. So successful. Like I was going to classes in different cities. It was a lot of people who were studying from me. I know a lot of things about dancehall. Like I know dancehall from old school to new school. I don't know new school right now. I have no idea what is going on in dancehall right now, and I'm not really interested in that. One day maybe I'm gonna tell you a story, the real story why I left dancehall, but not today. I was so professional, like I was so passionate about that. But to be a successful in something what you do, you have to spend a lot of time. Well, I spent all my time to become a successful dancehall dancer. I didn't really know what does it mean vacation, day offs, or anything like that. I was working literally without stop every day. And one day, um, it was our fifth, I think it was our fifth or fourth. Yeah, it was our fifth trip to Jamaica in summer 2019. And 1.5 months already passed. And I was sitting there and I was like, maybe I should move to Jamaica. And I shared this thought with my friend. And my friend, she looked at me and she was like, hey, are you fucking crazy? Or what's going on with you? Are you crazy? What are you gonna do here? Like, how you gonna live here? It's freaking expensive here. Like, what are you going to do? I was like, I don't know. I have no idea. But I know just one thing. I cannot do same things. I cannot work for 6 months, go back to Jamaica again, works for 6 months and go back to Jamaica again. Like, and I was so tired of teaching that moment, because every time you have a new students, you have to start from the beginning. You have to explain them the simple basic things, and when you do it without stop for 7 years, for 10 years, you just feel like, oh, I don't want to do this no more, you know. And the biggest reason was, every time I left Jamaica, I felt, I still don't know why it was happening like that. And right now I can complain about Jamaica, about this, about that, about prices, about service. But the truth is, every time I leave Jamaica, I feel like a part of my heart is staying here. Like, I don't feel that good in Russia how I feel here. Because I feel, what I understand, Jamaican people more than Russian people. I think it's because I've been in dancehall for more than almost like 10 years, and I've been in culture so deep. Like, I try to understand the culture, I try to understand the language, and I don't know, somehow I just feel better, much better in Jamaica than in Russia. And this is how it is. And I know a lot of people who want to move to Jamaica, a lot of foreigners who want to move to Jamaica, they feel the same way. Even if they are not dancers, they feel same way. They have different reasons to feel this way. Like, it might be because of the nature, because of the people, or something else, but they feel the same way. Just same way, you know? Well, in 2019, I went back to Russia. And that moment, I already opened my little dance studio. It wasn't really dance studio. It was like one place, because in Russia, you cannot teach like here in Jamaica on the streets, because most of the time, like 9 months a year, is just cold and rainy. You just can't do that. Well, I opened this studio, like it was working for a year, and I decided, after a year, I decided to sell it, because I decided to move to Jamaica. And actually, in like 4 or 5 months after we came back from that trip in summer 2019, I bought my tickets, and it was January 2020, and I decided to try to come to Jamaica one more time for 3 months, just to try, just to feel if I really want to stay here or I don't want to stay here. And COVID, oh, I come here for 3 months, and right before my flight should leave, COVID started and they cancel all flights. And me and my friend, we just stuck here. And I was like, okay, this is actually a sign, because COVID started. No one knows what's gonna happen after that, and what we're gonna do, and for how long it's gonna be. But actually, in Russian embassy, here in Jamaica. They told us what they have some flight what taking Russian people back to Russia, and my friend she flew, and I decided to stay here because it was so easy to extend my visa. I just go there every 3 months to immigration, and I just tell them like, "Hey guys, it's COVID. I cannot fly to Russia because I missed this one flight, and that's it. And there was no more flights. Like this one flight, what my friend flew back to Russia. I missed that flight, and that's it. There was no more opportunity to go back to Russia. And this is how I spent 2 years in Jamaica, all 2020 and 2021. It was two hardest years in my life, to be honest. And I live here in Jamaica alone. Like sometimes I met some people, I live with someone, I met my new best friend here, but in general, I was alone here without like any man, any partner, any friends. Like I was just alone, surviving. I didn't see my family friends for 2 years. I couldn't teach like I used to teach. I teach online, but it's not the same. I couldn't make money normal because I was teaching all my life and I couldn't do the same things anymore. And I was just struggling. First year in 2020, I was somehow surviving. Someone let me uh, live in their places, and I was just like that. In 2021, when I realized COVID, looks like COVID is not planning to stop, I rented my first place in New Kingston. I pay for this place. It was like one tiny little studio apartment, no AC, no washing machine, nothing. And I pay for that place 80,000 Jamaican, and I pay extra 10 for electricity and about 3-4,000 a month for water, and for home internet it was about 5 or 6 that time. I think right now it's 7. It's all in Jamaican. You can see how much is that in your money currency. Well, that year in 2021, the biggest depression in my life happened. I'm not gonna tell you all this story because it's already 30 minutes past from that story, but one day I might share that depression story, but it's just another. It was a really hard time in my life. Thanks to dancehall community, would put me in that depression state. And right now, I feel so grateful what this actually happened in my life, and I'm so happy what I'm not in that culture anymore. I have nothing but against this culture, but I got my experience, and I don't want to be there no more. But it was a really rough story. Well, in 2022, I decided to go back to Russia for the just like for 3-4 months just to see my parents, deal with my mental health because I felt really bad. Immigration is really bad. Only people who ever felt immigration, this like how you feel when you're immigrant, only these people can understand me. If you never try to go by yourself, leave to other country, sorry guys, you can't understand me. I go back to Russia in 2022. War started, and I stuck in Russia for 1 year. And in 2023, I finally come back to Jamaica. And because war started, I couldn't stay in Russia. Like it's different topic. In 2023, in January, I came back to Russia, and from that moment, I live here. Or I came back to Russia. I came back to Jamaica, and from that moment, I live here. Right now, I don't have. You have to understand, right? I came to Jamaica first time because of dancehall, because I was passionate about dancehall, because dancehall was my everything. But dancehall community and dancehall people, I don't really want to say they make me leave dancehall because it's not true, but the things what's happening in dancehall sphere and how people build in dancehall sphere and how they treat each other, these things make me leave dancehall because I realize I'm about 30 years old. That moment I was about 30, now I'm 32. And I was like, you know what? I'm just too old for this drama. I'm too old for this shit right now. I don't mean too old, but I don't want to feel this drama no more. I just want to live normal life. I want to build family. I want to build healthy relationship with people around me. I want to build healthy relationship with myself. I want to just grow. I want to make money. I want to help people through my knowledge and through my experience to live this life better, because to live in this world is already not so easy, because each of us have a lot of different challenges and experiences. And I just didn't want to stay in the culture where it's every time happening some drama. Someone say this person say this person did that, I was like, no. In 2021, maybe one day I'm gonna tell you that story too, but not today. In 2021, dancehall community cancel me because I posted text on my social media, on my Russian Instagram, and I post it on two languages, Russian and English language. And I say what a lot of guys in dancehall sphere, actually I say 80 to 90% of Jamaican guys in dancehall sphere, the one who is like dancers and people around dancehall community, they are cheating and see nothing but in that. And after that, I was telling all this story, like the things what happened with me, the things what was happening with girls around me, how guys in dancehall sphere treating girls. But after I posted this, people cancel me and they say what I'm racist. They say what I had no rights to speak about that. They say a lot of bad things. Actually, in Instagram, I'm planning to tell all this story. I'm planning to show you this text what I made that day. And I plan to tell you all the story why I left dance hall, but I'm gonna structure it on Instagram and post it. Maybe one day I'll make another video here and tell you. But after that situation happened to me, and because of that situation, I felt really depressed for almost like 3 or 4 years, because imagine you love something, you do it for 10 years, and you respect these people, but you see something happening in this culture and you see what it's actually not good for people who is in this culture, like foreigners like me. And for some reasons, girls who is traveling to Jamaica, same foreigners girls who travel to Jamaica, they don't speak about that. And I was so surprised, because in my mind I was like, if these girls speak about this topic, I would know how I should act in dancehall community. Because people who live in Jamaica, who know these differences between classes in Jamaica, like lower class, middle class, uptown class, they know things. But you have to understand, foreigners like me who come to Jamaica, who is so far from Jamaica, and the thing, like, we know nothing about Jamaica. We just come here and we believe everything. And after that, we go through disgusting experience, and we are dealing with this abusive relationship and all these things. Well, I don't know. I don't really like to speak about this topic. Every time someone here in Jamaica asks me why you left dancehall, I'm not trying to be fake, or lie, but I just tell people, I didn't want to stay around this drama. And all people understand me. They always say like, yeah, yeah, we understand. But it's really hard for me to speak about this topic because I really was fell in love with dancehall. Dancehall was everything for me. But somehow I'm not in dancehall anymore, and I'm so happy. And thank you for watching this video. 35 minutes. Wow. I don't know. I hope my English was not so bad for you. I feel like it was really bad, and I say same words thousand times, and I actually, when I speak, I understand what I say. Some things wrong, but I can't do anything about that, guys. I just can. Like, I just need to practice more, and I know while I'm practicing more, I'm gonna speak better and better and better and better. Anyway, if you watch until the end, thank you so much for watching it. Thank you so much for spending 35 minutes on my content. I hope now you understand me better, you understand my story better. And please, if you watch this video, leave any comment and put like on that video. The more comments I'm gonna see, the more I understand what you guys need this content, and the more I can share about my my story in Jamaica, about my experiences here. Trust me, guys, I have so much stories. I have crazy story about how I work here in Jamaica with Jamaican company, and it was worst. It was worst experience in my life. Like, people in that company really tried to abuse me and all these things, and it was just disgusting. I have a lot of stories. And for today, that's it. Thank you so much. I wish you have a good day, and see you in the next video. And leave the comment if you watch this video till the end, and if you want to see more videos. Bye.